मङ्गलं भगवान् विष्णु मङ्गलं गरुडध्वज मङ्गलं पुण्डरीकाक्षं मङ्गलं पुण्डरीकाक्षं मङ्गलाय तनोहरि मङ्गलाय तनोहरि मङ्गलाय तनोहरि.
After silence, that which comes closest to expressing the inexpressible is music. This deep truth was expressed by celebrated writer Aldous Huxley, who believed in the transcendent power of music. And so do we. Good morning, namaskar, salam alaikum. I welcome you to a brand new episode of Malhaar Morning Raga Season 3. I am Shireen Saif.
This program is brought to you by Abevia. Add goodness to life.
थकन मिटाते वो अनमोल मुस्कुराहट प्यार बढ़ाते छोटी सी शरारत संभाले जब ममता हर वो रुकावट आते हैं अपने यहाँ जब हो कोई दावत आओ थोड़ी सी अच्छाई लाएं अब जिंदगी में Abevia evaporated milk का unique low cholesterol formula loaded with protein, vitamin A, D and calcium आपको देते हैं एक creamy, tasty और healthy एहसास. Abevia, add goodness to life.
By now you know that every Saturday we connect with you. We bring you the magic of morning raga from Indian classical music. And as always, I am delighted to be in the company of my favorite co-host, the founder and director of Malhaar, Jogiraj Sikidar.
Good morning.
Good morning, Ji. How are you? Kaise ho aap?
Thank you. All good.
I'm
all
practicing my Hindi.
Good. Oh, that's superb, superb.
So on that note, shall we connect with our local artists? Manjeet Singh Ji on Hindustani vocal, Arindam Chakravarty Ji on Tabla, Suchandra Mondal Ji on Harmonium. As you know by now, in every episode we connect with artists not just from Dubai but from around the world. And today we have a very special guest, a little guest, a small person with big ideas and a big voice. We will be connecting with a teenager from Kerala, the land of my birth. Sooryagayathri, who has been very, very popular since she was a child. But before that, I'm going to welcome Manjeet Singh Ji to welcome us into this new day gently with a morning raga. Manjeet Ji, so good to see you again. What have you got for us today? What have you prepared? Could you tell us a little bit about the raga and the composition that you will present?
प्रणाम, गुड मॉर्निंग. आज मैं राग प्रस्तुत करने जा रहा हूँ राग भटियार. भटियार एक भक्ति प्रधान राग है जिसको बहुत सारे लोग भैरव ठाट से भी मानते हैं, बहुत सारे लोग मारवा ठाट से भी मानते हैं क्योंकि इसमें तीव्र मध्यम का भी उपयोग होता है. संपूर्ण जाति का राग है और वक्र चलन है और षडज पंचम षडज मध्यम भाव से भी गाते हैं और धैवत पे न्यास रखा जाता है. इसलिए कुछ कुछ अंश जो है वो देशकार के भी छोटे छोटे आते हैं और बाकी रिखब इसके अंदर कोमल है, कड़ी मध्यम लगती है और उत्तरांग प्रधान राग है. कोई नहीं है अपना, कोई नहीं है अपना,
that was such a beautiful, gentle awakening and welcoming the day. Rag Bhatiyar, correct?
Yes.
And I've heard that this rag, you can be in a half sleep, half awakened state and listen to it.
Yes.
Thank you for that. And thank you to our wonderful accompany artists as well. Dada, I'm going to come to you. Something that I've been thinking about, how do we cultivate rasaswadana? Or basically, how do we build this ras with the audience? How do we cultivate that?
Yeah. First of all, lot of time I get a question that I don't understand Indian classical music or dance. This is not my cup of tea. See, no one is born with any particular taste. You develop it first. So, and second, you don't have to know the technicalities of everything. Like if I am taking a metro ride, I don't have to know how metro was made. You just enjoy the ride. Same way the music. Okay, first. Secondly is the rasa. Rasa is a very, very important aspect, especially I think as a musician, there's a very fine line where, like, when I'm performing, I should not make my music so technical or grammatical that it loses the poetry or essence or the rasa that I am trying to. And that is a very, very important aspect. And I would rather say it's the most difficult thing. I can learn probably Rag Bhairav technically, and with my riyaz I can get those things in my voice, the jewels and everything. But the jewels you can like for some time. The real experience is the rasa. So, and especially in our semi-classical music, it is extremely important that, like be it Shringar ras or Bhakti or any Navaras, to bring it with the emotion. And that emotion, it's like you are painting a canvas when you are singing, you actually visualize. So you don't need probably words, even if somebody doesn't understand the words, still can feel that. Like, a child is crying or laughing, it doesn't have words.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's the ras for me.
No, I completely, from what you're saying, it's an echo of what Bharata Muni said in the Natya Shastra, Rasa is, of course, the most important contribution that India has made to aesthetics globally, okay? And the West is looking to India for this idea of rasa. And Bharata himself says that no artistry or nothing is complete if the audience doesn't feel rasa. Then
Emotion.
it's empty.
Emotion.
Empty.
We all connect with an emotion.
Totally.
Even if you are watering a plant, if you are yourself doing it with a passion, even plant also blossoms in a different way.
Absolutely. Emotion. Connecting with emotions. So I'm going to connect in a different way.
Yeah.
Going to Kerala, to Kochi.
Yes.
Oh God, I haven't been to Kerala in such a long time. So I'm looking forward to you taking us to Kerala to meet this little talented artist, Sooryagayathri.
Yes, Shireen. So I am following Sooryagayathri for many years now. In fact, a couple of years back, a friend of mine invited her to perform in Indian Consulate, Dubai, and where Malhaar children had also performed in the same stage. And it was an amazing evening, I still remember that. So thank you so much, Sooryagayathri, for connecting with us all the way from Kerala, India.
Thank you. Good morning.
You are most welcome. So tell me, how old are you now and since when you started singing?
I'm 15 years old now. I started singing at my age of 9, 10 like that. And I started learning music at my age of 5 and started performing at my age of 9, 10 like that.
Can you please tell us about your practice or riyaz? How do you do that?
I don't have a perfect schedule like that for practice, but in morning I have some vocal training exercises and for nice modulations and like singing in a proper way with the correct modulation and all. So I have exercises for that in the morning session. So I'll do that in the morning. After that, I have some chanting like that, japa, mantras and all. And I usually practice in night, in night times. I like to practice in night.
Does music helps you in your studies or it is more of a taking away time from your studies?
Yes, I believe that in every which if we take any art as our profession, it will really help in our academics also. We'll get the we can easily grasp so many things. I believe in that. So it yes, definitely it helps me.
So how do you remember the composition or the raga? Do you see them?
Actually, I am interested in music. I was interested in music from past so many years now. So I don't think it's a difficult thing. Like as a musician, and I have so many stages and live programs and all. So uh, I didn't feel it's a very difficult thing for me. So I can easily visualize also that raga, the mood of the ragas and all. So it was fine for me managing that things, and I love every kind of music, every stratus of music. So I can easily grasp that.
So who is your biggest inspiration in music and why?
My biggest inspiration in Carnatic music is Emma Subbalakshmi Amma. From past so many years, she is my biggest inspiration, and of course, Hanuman Chalisa. Uh, from her version, I studied. I learned from her, hearing her version. So from that time itself, she is my biggest inspiration. And that Hanuman Chalisa has turned my life, and I got an entry towards the music field from that song. And of course, I love her divine voice and the concentration while singing and concentration while performing. The divinity in her, I love that much. That's why she's the biggest inspiration for me.
You met several well-known musicians. Can you share some experiences, anything special?
Yeah, 2 years ago, before lockdown, I had a program in Bangalore, Chaudaya Memorial Hall. So uh, the next day, Kaushiki Chakravarty ma'am's program also was there. So I was very excited because she is also biggest inspiration of mine, and it was my first time which I was watching her live program. So I went to the auditorium and I got like first layer of seat. So because I performed yesterday, no, so they arranged for me, and I was like very excited. And after that, I met her, and she told, and I told Namaste, I'm Sooryagayathri, and I also performed yesterday, and all. So she told me you should you should dedicate in your things, and you should dedicate. The dedication and devotion is very much important for music, and after that you all can fly. She told this thing, and it's in my mind. This every time I always remember that thing. You should practice more and more, and you can fly. She told this thing.
That's so beautiful. You have traveled to Dubai, that I know. I'm sure you must have traveled to other countries as well for your concert. Can you please share any special experience?
I went to Australia I think 3 years before. So I had two programs there. I loved that trip. I don't know why, because the audience also was very supportive, and that I loved each and every one there. So that was a very memorable trip for me. Because of the audience, I think I loved that place and all.
So beautiful. So at the end, could you please sing something for our audience? That will be really, really great. Maybe from one of your viral videos.
So I'm gonna sing Sri Ramachandra Kripalu. It's written by Sri Tulasi Das, and it's in Raga Yaman. Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Shri Ramachandra Kripalu, Bhaj man haran bhav bhayadarunam. Shri Ramachandra Kripalu, Bhaj man haran bhav कञ्जपदकञ्जारुणं श्रीरामचन्द्र कृपालु भज मन हरण भव भयदारुणं श्रीराम श्रीराम कंदर्प अगणित अमित छवि नवनील नीरद सुंदरं पटपीत मानव तडित रुचि शुचि नौमि जनक सुतावरं श्रीरामचन्द्र कृपालु भज मन हरण भव भयदारुणं श्रीराम श्रीराम भज दीन बंधु दिनेश दानव दैत्यवंश निकन्दनं रघुनन्द आनन्द कन्द कोसल चन्द्र दशरथ नन्दनं श्रीरामचन्द्र कृपालु भज मन हरण भव भयदारुणं श्रीराम श्रीराम सिरमुकुट कुण्डल तिलक चारु उदारंग विभूषणं आजानुभुज शरचापधर संग्राम जितखर दूषणं श्रीरामचन्द्र कृपालु भज मन हरण भव भयदारुणं श्रीराम श्रीराम इति वदति तुलसीदास शङ्कर शेष मुनिमन रञ्जनं मम हृदय कञ्चनिवास कुरु कामादिखलतल गञ्जनं श्रीरामचन्द्र कृपालु भज मन हरण भव भयदारुणं नवकञ्जलोचन कञ्जमुखकर कञ्ज पदकञ्जारुणं श्रीराम श्रीराम
Wow, that's so beautiful, Sooryagayathri. Thank you so much for connecting with us and wish you all the very best for your future journey. Over to you, Shirin.
Wow, what a talent! So young and miles to go, and imagine where she's going to grow.
Absolutely.
No, beautiful. Best wishes to her. Best wishes to her. And I'm also thinking, while I was listening to this, I was thinking about how artists should be, I'm going to use the word packaging. I know it's an advertising term, but how should we package our art without, demeaning or belittling it? How should we do this?
It's absolutely equally important, I would say. Of course, you should. The content is the king. That goes without saying. So, you have to know your craft very well. You should know. But at the same time, you must package and present it nicely. And especially in today's context, we have the exposure of internet, through internet, all the good like beautiful shows, dazzling this thing, or very calm, beautifully curated things. So packaging is extremely important. Like when I was learning, that was also part of my training, or rather, even today when I observe my teacher, she will select the sari that she's going to wear, with what kind of jewelry she's going to, what she's going to talk about, communication. So packaging is, one should not shy away. With the sound, your eyes also should be pleasing.
Absolutely. It's really engaging all the senses, na? I mean, of course, music, you're listening to the hearing and the eyes are the two most important things. Yeah, no, completely agree. And let's not feel shy, like you said, about packaging.
Yeah, why? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like just imagine a dancer, Bharatanatyam dancer is coming and not with all the costume. Coming just pajama and trying to do Bharatanatyam.
Yeah.
Probably it can be one of the candid shot, but
Yeah.
it can't be.
It can't
otherwise.
be, yeah, no. Aharya is important, even we talk about it.
Yeah, even in the food.
Yeah.
I love to talk about always food. I'm a big foodie. So, even food is all about the visual, how it's presented first, the plate or whatever. If it is, looking amazing, you automatically feel.
Yeah.
But of course, it has to be properly cooked. It has
Yeah,
to
yeah, yeah,
taste
yeah.
good. There is no doubt about it. But also how you are presenting.
No, there is a gem in what you said right now, because something like Indian classical music, if you present it technically, it will just look like plain food.
Yeah.
But if you dress it, then you're inviting more people into this magical world.
Yeah, and with technicality, you will like it for some time. You can't engage your audience.
Absolutely, absolutely. So with those deep thoughts, I'd like to go now to our artists.
Yes.
Back to you. Manjeet ji will now conclude with you. Can you share something along the similar flavor of this morning? Tell us a little bit about what you will present.
अभी मैं एक भजन प्रस्तुत करने जा रहा हूँ जिसको लिखा है संत श्री तुलसीदास जी ने, जिसको कंपोज किया है पंडित राजन साजन जी ने। जननी है जननी जननी मैं न जीऊं बिन राम, मैं न जीऊं बिन राम, राम लखन सिया बनहि गवन किन्हु, राम लखन सिया बनहि गवन किन्हु, पिता गए सुरधाम। जननी मैं न जीऊं बिन राम, मैं न जीऊं बिन राम, लखन सिया बनहि गवन किन्हु, राम लखन सिया बनहि गवन किन्हु, पिता गए सुरधाम। जननी है जननी, होत भोर हम बन जई,
beautiful. Thank you so, so much. So that just brings us to the close of this episode. And what a beautiful close now. Thank you for joining us again this Saturday. And don't forget, we'll be back next Saturday. In the meantime, please do share today's episode with your family and friends and write to us. We want to hear from you. Tell us how we can make this episode, the coming seasons, even more better for you. Until next time, stay inspired. Namaskar.
थकन मिटाते वो अनमोल मुस्कुराहट, प्यार बढ़ाते छोटी सी शरारत, संभाले जब ममता हर वो रुकावट, आते हैं अपने यहाँ जब हो कोई दावत। आओ थोड़ी सी अच्छाई लाएं अब जिंदगी में। Abivia evaporated milk का unique low cholesterol formula loaded with protein, vitamin A, D and calcium आपको देते हैं एक creamy, tasty और healthy एहसास। Abivia, add goodness to life.
This program was brought to you by Abevia, add goodness to life.